Hey y'all, hey, Erica with Time to Shrink. It is the end of January, y'all. I can't believe it. It has flown by in some ways and creeped by in others. But it's a Saturday, so it is time to show you my grocery haul for the week, our meal plan for the week, go over the macros of an exact little meal plan that might be helpful to you. And then also, I want to throw in, I'm going to show you what my fridge, freezer, and pantry look like. We're going to talk about my no-spend January. I wanted to only spend $25 a week. Did I make it? How did we do? Did we eat out of our fridge, freezer, and pantry? All of that jazz. So stay tuned and we're gonna go over all of it. It is time for the last grocery haul of this no spend January, where we're trying not to spend more than $25 per week on groceries. This week we went to Aldi. I also have some meals from Green Chef, so I did want to include that in the haul. These cost $40. I think it was like 39 something. I had a deal and I used somebody else's deal, and these are actually coming out of my YouTube budget because I'm going to be filming this for the channel. It is not going to be sponsored or anything like that, but I did want to share it with you because they have keto options now and I just wanted to try them out. So 3 of our meals this week are going to be coming from Green Chef. This is what I got from Aldi, mostly stuff for the kids, truthfully. Actually all stuff for the kids and a little bit for Jason. So white bread for the kids, taquitos and corn tortillas, ham, milk, all for the kids. This is that $2.89 wine that I told you all about last week. We got a couple more bottles of that. I don't know that we'll drink it this week, but we're putting it in the wine cabinet at least. Coleslaw, because I always make coleslaw for my husband pretty much weekly. And then some drinks, some, what are those like?
Waters, lemon
sparkling water. Some sparkling waters that are the off-brand that I got for my son. He really enjoys those. So all of this at Aldi cost $24.20. Y'all do not forget to use your Fetch app on all of your groceries. Any place that sells groceries, even gas stations, Target, any place that sells any kind of food pretty much, you can do your Fetch reward app. I will put a link down below and right across the screen here, but you get rewards every single time you scan. You get even more rewards if they have certain things, but you do not have to do anything special for Fetch rewards. It's not like Ibotta where you have to figure out what they have and like do all this work. Literally, you take a picture of the receipt and that is the extent of the work you have to do. So I'm obsessed with Fetch. Last year I got over $500 in gift cards. I saved them all year long and then used them for Christmas gifts. So that was a perfect thing last year. That's what I'm going to do again this year. And then you also can refer your friends. So I will put a link down below. You can get 2,000 points, which is worth $2 if you use that code, and then you can share the code that you get with your friends. So totally recommend Fetch Rewards. It is my favorite money saving app. Jason ended up going to Walmart for something for the dog, and I also needed to make him some cornbread. So I'm using that Keto Lady's cornbread recipe, and she calls for whole baby corn. So I got that, and I got another one for a backup so that I have it when I want to make cornbread, because this is the only ingredient I don't like always have. And then big, huge thing of Red Hot, y'all. We go through the Red Hot. We go through the Frank's Red Hot here, like big time. So that is the addition to our groceries today. It was a total of $11.45. So let's start with the fridge, y'all. My fridge is so empty and I love it. We have done so well with going through stuff. I have very little left of this. This is some mayonnaise, a little bit of mayonnaise. I've got some tomato sauce, a little bit of Legendary Foods peanut butter back there, a very little bit left in the pickle jars. I've got some bacon, and this is really the only meat that we have left. Some cut the carb wraps and some tortillas for the kids, some ham, very little bit in our cheese drawer. I have a big thing of this cheese left, a little bit of mozzarella, a little bit of blue cheese. This is where I keep kids' lunches, so it's basically empty because it's the end of the week. This side is usually produce and veggies and completely empty. This is where I usually keep my butter and my cream cheese. We are really sadly low on that. Over here is our heavy cream. We've got 2 things of heavy whipping cream, a little bit of sour cream, and then condiments we're still pretty full on. we're actually getting low on a lot of these, but we definitely didn't empty it out. Okay, so moving on. Freezer, I have a pull-out freezer, y'all, and I can't even tell you the last time it was this low. Got a few veggies here, some kids taquitos, some ice packs, some frozen spinach. I think, yeah, that is a chicken soup. And then we have some frozen veggies, one Quest pizza, which I just bought for me to have on the Super Bowl so I don't eat the family's stuff. I have a little bit of sausage left, some cut the carb in here, and then some low carb bagels. Then we've got up here, this stuff, this pineapple may even be bad. They haven't had this in forever. Got very little left in each of these three things. Have some Smart Buns. Truthfully, y'all, I just never eat the buns. I'm afraid these are gonna just go bad on me. And then I've got some hazelnut flour and some flaxseed, and that's just ice. So, y'all, we have really gone through this. Let me go show you the outside freezer and the pantry. Okay, so pantry. Top part, he's almost out of cereal. He has a little bit. And then in that bag up there are some chips. I just bought them for the Super Bowl. This is just all spices. And then let's see, Caroline has a little bit of seaweed left. My Zip Fizz is really low. This is all stuff I just got. This is granola that was sent to me. I did not purchase it, but we have it. If y'all have never tried this Lolly's cookie clusters, they are amazing. I always have a link down below, but they just sent me all of these flavors to try again. I'm not sure why, but I'm super thankful. I love them. Love talking about them and sharing about them. Okay, we've made so much progress, y'all. This is usually completely full. I've got some pasta, just some regular pasta and some gluten-free pasta, some grits. This is stuff that we just really hardly ever use. I probably need to donate most of that because it's been there forever. But we've made a huge dent in our cans. This is all coconut milk, some pumpkin, some diced tomatoes, just a couple little things, and then a bunch of hot sauces. We always have tons of hot sauce. And then down here, this is also really, really low. Got some sweet potatoes, one thing of heart of palmini left, and then some jars of palmini pasta left. Caroline has some lentils, some bread for the kids granola bars. This stash has gone way down too, actually. And then down here, this is almost empty too, y'all. Empty, almost empty. Popcorn that's been there forever. They used to go through that fast. And then down here is just storage. This is just storage. So I feel like I've really made a huge dent in this, y'all. I forgot, I do have a snack stash over here. So let's see what we have in here. We've got some nut pods and some Premier Proteins. My daughter drinks those cookies and cream Premier Proteins sometimes. That's just towels. Here is my Perfect Keto Bar stash. I love these. I bought a ton on Cyber Monday, and I'm going through them. So that's what's down here too, just more of those. If y'all have watched me for very long, you probably know that I'm a Perfect Keto Bar girl. I probably have 1 bar a day. They're the cleanest bars I've found, and I really like them, so I stocked up. So I have a ton of those, even though I have about 1 a day. All right, so outside refrigerator and freezer. This is my freezer. It is so empty. So empty. I've got some bones is pretty much what I have. Let's see. I have chicken bones here to make broth. I've got 1 soup here, a couple cream cheese. This has probably been here too long. This is stuff that I had made on a freezer prep day for individual freezer meals that I had made, and we've been finishing those off. I've got some more soup bones down here. This is a casserole that I made that somehow I didn't label, y'all. I know I made it not too long ago, but I cannot remember what it is. A few mushrooms, and then we've got some chicken, marinated chicken, some barbecue, and some plain chicken. Then down here are just freezer packs. Then down here I have some hot dogs, and I totally forgot those were down there, so I'll probably pull those out soon. And then the only other thing is this door. In the door I have some sausage links, and I just bought these like a month ago or so, and we are going through them. So overall, y'all, we used every single option that we had for meat, y'all. It's empty. And moving over here, this has stuff that I need to go through and trash for the most part. The milk is good, the lemon juice is good. This is old. These are old. The kids never ate. I hate that, y'all, but I'm gonna have to throw all of these away. They forgot they were out here. The milk is good, Powerade is good. And we've just got some drinks. It's kind of a mess in here, y'all. I've got Alterna Sweets barbecue sauce, some Iconic protein. These are my favorite pre-made protein shakes. They are grass-fed milk and just really relatively clean, good ingredients and low carb. So I like to have these, especially when we're on the go. I can have it for breakfast or a lunch or something if we're traveling. So I like to have those. This White Claw has been in here since the summer, and it will probably be in here until somebody else drinks it, because I'm not a huge fan unless I'm like on the beach. I don't know. And then I have some Zevias, and I haven't really been in Zevia mood lately, so I've had these forever. And then I have my ginger juice. I need to get back to making my apple cider vinegar drink that I use the lemon juice and the ginger juice in. And then we've just got some bread over here. I buy like hot dog buns and hamburger buns for my older two kids, and then they will sometimes come out here and pull one out, but a lot of times they just eat things bunless as well. And then I've got some gluten-free bread down there in the bottom, some pizza snacks, and some taquitos for when the kids have friends over. And I think this is a thing of collards, which I forgot I had. So I am really, really pleased with how the fridge, freezer, pantry challenge has gone this month. We have really used what we had. We used a lot of canned things. We used a lot of frozen meat and veggies. We really, really cleared out the freezers, which I was really, really happy with. But money-wise, I definitely went over. When I've done these before, I've been super stocked, like fridge, freezer, pantry, crazy stocked. Did not need anything from the store, and that was not the case this month. We did not go into January being crazy stocked like we have in the past, which, you know, the good part of that is I'm better at using what we have than I have been in the past and shopping from there before I go shopping. But we spent about $400 total this month. I scan all of my food receipts with the Fetch app. I tell y'all about that all the time. Fetch app is the easiest thing. You literally take a picture of your receipt and it does the rest, and it builds up over time reward points. If you're interested in Fetch, I always have a link down below. You would get started with 2,000 points with it, which is worth $2. But I also love that when I scan all of my receipts through there, it keeps track of my grocery budget for me. So it told me that I spent exactly $409 this month on groceries. So I love that aspect too, that it like keeps track for me. I budget as well, and I keep track of things as well, but I love how it keeps just my food budget there for me, and I really, really like that. So I went way over. I was planning to do 100, I did 400, but y'all, I usually easily spend 1,000 to 1,200 a month on food. So you know what? I'll take it. I'm really happy with it. Also, I was amazing at not spending online this month, which was huge. Usually I spend so much on Amazon, so that portion of the no spend challenge went so good. I only bought things that we absolutely needed. And then I did get 2 subscribe and save things from Amazon that I had forgotten to cancel, but it was like toilet paper and something that we would have used anyways. We didn't need it that moment, but we would have used it anyways, so I'm fine with that too. So I'm really, really happy with how it went. My goal was to be able to get our debt, our credit cards back down to 0, because in December, for the first time in months and months and months and months and months since I went debt free, I went into debt again. I spent too much money on my credit cards in December. I don't have an excuse. I wanted to buy all the things for presents, but I also spent way too much on food. I spent way too much on things for me. My Amazon was like through the roof. It was not good. I think I was spending emotionally. It wasn't all just Christmas. So the fact that I've caught back up now in January and we're back to 0, I'm so glad. I'm gonna work so hard this year on saving better for Christmas. I had saved money for Christmas. I thought I had done good, but I didn't save nearly enough. But the goal of this month was to get out of debt and get back down to 0 and get back to good, solid budgeting, and I did it, and I'm really proud of it. So going into February, I'm gonna kind of jump on the frugal February bandwagon and still only buy things that we need, not want. I'm gonna let my grocery budget go back up to 800, but the miscellaneous spending, I'm not gonna allow. I'm not gonna just buy anything I feel like buying. I'm gonna really try and rein it in. I'm gonna really try and stick to our budget and hit those savings goals that we have. I really wanna go on a really cool vacation before my son graduates from high school, and he only has one more year after this, so I need to buckle down on that. I really want to be able to get plastics for me and get rid of all of this extra skin on my arms and my tummy from all my weight loss, and I'm not gonna hit those goals if I don't buckle down and try and work on it. So we're gonna really buckle down on this budgeting. I'm gonna keep sharing about that a little bit if y'all are interested in that. I know this is more like a weight loss keto channel, but that's a big part of my life too, is trying to work hard on our finances and everything. So let me know if you would like that kind of stuff too. All right, let's jump back inside and go over the menu plan. I almost forgot to show y'all the stock in here. This has dwindled down too. This was brimming, completely full. This is in my laundry room. It was completely full, y'all, and we have all of this space now. So we have done really well with this. A lot of this is stock ups I've gotten when they were on sale, and we have done really well with this. Would you like to say hi? Say hi to the people. Say, I'm so sad. I don't know what to do with myself. She was spayed earlier this week, y'all, and this cone, I feel so bad for her. Sweet girl. Sweet girl. So let's sit down and go over the plan for this week real quickly. This is my meal planner that I have just designed recently, and I'm going to be sharing this with y'all as a free PDF if you're interested. As soon as I get it, all the kinks worked out, decide how many lines I need everywhere and that kind of stuff. So up at the top, I kind of write out my week at a glance, just like what the kids have in the evening, what we have in the evening, so then I can plan my meals. I did not need very many groceries, so I have written out what we needed from the grocery store. And then as far as meal prep, I'm doing like a coleslaw or cabbage skillet, something like that. I'm going to fry up some bacon probably, or bake up some bacon. I do it in the oven. Sheet pan sausage and veggies, kids' lunches as always, and then a bunch of Green Chef meals. We're doing 3 keto Green Chef meals. So that's that, and this is just stuff that I wanted to get done. And then here's the little meal plan. This is what we have been talking about the last few weeks, and y'all seem to be liking. So here's an example meal plan. Instead of having this full meal plan for the whole week for a whole family, I narrowed it down with macros and everything to show y'all how easy it could be. You could make just 3 things and eat off of those for your whole week. So for breakfast, we're gonna make an egg casserole. For lunch, sausage and veggies. So this would be sheet pan sausage with roasted veggies. For dinner, meatloaf and cauli mash. And then a snack, I just put that you would have a serving of whisps. You could replace that with anything that fits your macros. Again, how much you eat of each of these things is based on what your macros are. All of us could eat these same things and end up at the macros we want, as long if we adjust the amounts, adjust the fats a little bit, that kind of thing. So let me show you what this exact meal plan would look like macros wise. Okay, so on this day for breakfast, you're having coffee with heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons, no, I did 1. Coffee with 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, a little bit of stevia, and then some egg casserole. Now, for me, this macros came out to 1,087, and I'm fine with that. It's a little bit lower of a day for me, but it's okay for me. It's in my bottom range. But in order to make that bigger, you could increase the amount of breakfast casserole, 6 calories. So you could easily eat more calories in the morning for breakfast if you wanted. Lunch. The lunch is a sheet pan meal. In meal prep, you can make the egg casserole and then divide it up into individual sizes for your week. If you make it with 8 to 12 eggs, that should be plenty for the entire week. And then for lunch, we're gonna make, at the same time that you're cooking the egg casserole, you're gonna cook a sheet pan meal. What it's gonna have this week is sausage, any kind of bratwurst that you want. You could even do Italian sausages, and then whatever roasted veggies you want. For this example, I have bratwurst sausage, and then I have roasted Brussels sprouts with a few cranberries, not dried cranberries. Dried cranberries are pretty high carb, real cranberries. For dinner, we're having an Instant Pot Italian meatloaf. It's super simple. You can make it in Instant Pot. So while everything's cooking in the oven, this cooks in the Instant Pot. Everything's gonna be done around the same time. Once that cools off, you can divide it for your week, or if it's gonna be your dinner and you're gonna be eating dinner at home, you can just leave it whole and then slice it off during the week as you're ready. Again, you can trade off those meals, put them at different times of the day on different days just to give you some variety. So some days have the meatloaf for lunch, some days have the sausage for lunch. You could even have the egg for dinner one night instead. You know, however it works for you. But I also did put in a snack. An evening snack for me is often whisps, which are just little cheese crisps. So I just kind of wanted to walk you through what my day looked like, what a day could look like. And this one was a little bit low. We are at 1,087 calories, but I showed you some examples of how you could easily up those calories if you need more calories, or if you are post weight loss surgery and you're eating less, you can take the portions down. So either way, this works either way. This is just an example for one person. Protein was 63.4, which is my low range. I try to be more around 80, between 60 and 80 is my range. Net carbs, 17.3, always try and be under 20 net carbs, so I'm solidly under 20 net carbs. And then for fat on this day, I had 82, and that's about what I like to get. I always stay above 50. 50 grams of fat is my absolute minimum. My body, your body, all of our bodies need a minimum of 50 grams of fat to get those hormones working, and our body runs off of our hormones, y'all. So we want our hormones to be working properly. So never go under 50, and then whatever your max fat is in your macros, you don't want to go over that. So for me, mine is 90, so I'm in a sweet spot there. And if I'm hungry in the evening, I can add a little bit more to my snack because I have wiggle room. But this was the example I wanted to share with y'all today. So I've been getting feedback that y'all are liking this macros segment where I give you an idea of how to meal plan 3 meals and then what the macros look like and everything. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed kind of doing the freezer challenge and seeing what my fridge, pantry, and freezer look like. I know some of y'all were doing it with me. How did you do? Did you spend, what was your spending like? Did you save yourself a lot of money in the no spend? Did you just do the kitchen challenge, or did you do it all the way around? I'm super interested in knowing. I'm like really interested in this debt-free community and all of these types of videos. That's what I've been watching lately. So I did want to weave that in a little bit, y'all. Okay. Bye, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this, and come back tomorrow for my meal prep, Sunday meal prep tomorrow. We're going to be doing a lot of Green Chef meals and some sheet pan meals and an egg casserole.